Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Fragrance Friday to share with you guys because I needed to update my fragrance wish list. There's so many new perfumes out that I am just like, I'm dying here. Not only do I want to get my hands on samples of some of these, some of them that I'm about to mention to you guys, I've actually already smelt, which I know I want a full bottle of, but there's fewer of those and more of the ones that, you know, like I hope I will spend my money wisely. Let's hope. But there's some really cool fragrances coming out and being released in 2023. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to share with you guys what I would like to buy. I'm also going to pop up on the screen Fragrantica's Made Accords and all their top, mid, and base notes for each one. You'll probably understand why I love so many of these because they're right up my alley and I love sweet things. So forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly and I'm looking at my computer right now. It is the scent Vanille Havane by Les Immodables. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this. It has been on my list for the last few years. In fact, it was actually on my list last year. I never actually got the opportunity to purchase it or even get a sample of it, but it is definitely a fragrance that is right up my alley. So let's go check out the main accords Fragrantica has. The main accords are sweet, tobacco, vanilla, cacao, rum, warm spicy, fruity, amber, woody, and powdery. The fragrance notes on Fragrantica also on this particular one just kind of throw them all together. No top, no mid, no base. So we're just going to go through those together as well. Fragrance notes read tobacco, rum, vanilla, cacao, dried fruits, amber, leather, and floral notes. Outside of the floral note portion of that particular bottle and fragrance, everything I love. I love everything about this. I do understand that it's marketed towards men and women, which I love. I love boozy scents. I love vanilla scents, all types of vanilla. I enjoy the rich spices. This would definitely be a fragrance that I would love to have for those fall and winter evenings here in Canada when it does get pretty cold. So that's my first one on the list. The next one, number 2 on my list, is actually something I do have a travel size for, but I've realized very quickly that I probably need to pick up a full bottle. And when I say full bottle, it's probably going to be like, I think there might be a 90 ml bottle. I know they have a 30. I'm not sure if they have 100, but I think it's like a 90 ml. Anyway, so for a sale this spring, it again is something I would probably wear towards more the fall, the winter. But I like doing that. I like purchasing fall winter fragrances in the off season so I can savor them at home and then like look forward to those times. So this one here, I've actually already reviewed. I will put the video above, but I will go to Fragrantica and tell you guys what the main accords are. Vanilla, warm spicy, sweet, coffee, powdery, white floral, fruity, and balsamic. So again, totally up my alley. You guys know I love those warm spicy fragrances. I love anything with coffee. Like it's so up my alley, but again, it's more of a fall winter fragrance, I feel. So let's go check out what the top, mid, and base notes are. Top notes read pear, cinnamon, green mandarin. Mid notes are solar notes, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. Base notes are Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, vanilla absolute, coffee, vanilla orchid, and patchouli. I wore this fragrance for Valentine's Day. I just bought it like a couple days prior to that and I wore it out that night and it smelled so good. My husband loved it as well. I think this is a fragrance that can lean both men and women, like male, female. I just love it because again, it's boozy, it's sweet, it's spicy. It's got a lot of vanilla, which I absolutely adore. So again, I've already got this fragrance in a travel spray, but I absolutely want this one in a full bottle. Next up, I have a few from this particular house that I would really love to have. One of which I've tried because of my friend Emmy, and I'll put her channel down here. She's awesome. She sent me some great samples and has really kind of encouraged me to buy some niche, unbeknownst to her, but of course I loved all of them. This house is none other than BDK. And BDK, I have, like I said, 3 fragrances I really want to get my hands on, I want to have in my collection. The first one is Grise Charnel, and that is a fragrance that everybody talks about all over their channels, and the way that they describe it is exactly how I want to wear a fragrance on a cold, gloomy, rainy day. Even the bottle itself is gray, like the juice is kind of on a grayish side. I live on Vancouver Island, which it's gray and gloomy and rainy a lot. So this would be a perfect fragrance, I would think, for almost any season, but let's go check out the main accords. Main accords are woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, powdery, fruity, sweet, iris, earthy, green, and vanilla. Top notes are cardamom, fig, black tea. Mid notes are iris and bourbon vetiver. Base notes are sandalwood and tonka bean. Again, how this fragrance gets described by so many reviewers is it's the perfect scent for a rainy, cozy day to stay in and just feel cozy, but like a rich kind of cozy. I will actually blind buy this perfume. I just had to get my hands on it. It's sold out anywhere that they have some sort of discount. I generally like to go to fragrancebuy.ca. I am Canadian, so there are no duties charged and all that. So I do like to go to them if they have it in stock. I do have my email down for them to notify me when this comes back into stock because I want it like yesterday. And on the same token, from BDK, I also want to try Gris Charnel Extrait. So this is a fragrance that's supposed to be a little bit more of a boost of what we just spoke about, but I won't buy this one until I get my hands on Gris Charnel, the original formulation, because I want to make sure that it's something I just want, but heightened. And I wouldn't mind perhaps that if I do like Gris Charnel and I do pick up the Gris Charnel Extrait, that the extrait might be something I might more or less wear more in the winter, the colder months, just to pull out that deepness out of all these scents. The main accords are woody, warm, spicy, vanilla, powdery, aromatic, sweet, earthy, iris, green, and fruity. Top notes are cardamom, black tea, and fig. Mid notes are iris, bourbon vetiver, cistus incanus. Base notes are sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, cedar, Indonesian patchouli leaf. So as you guys can tell, there's not a lot of differences. There are some things that are different parts of the pyramid, some things that are exactly the same, and other new little notes that they put into this one. That's why it intrigues me. If I really, really love and get on with the Gris Charnel original, I think the extrait will just be a natural me just having to pick it up. Just trying to find it on a good price. And finally from BDK, I actually have had this scent before sent to me as a sample from my friend Emmy. What I'm talking about is Rouge Smoking. I love this one. Again, it is just intoxicating. It lasted a long time on my skin. My sample is gone. That's how much I loved it. I know I love this. It wouldn't be a blind buy for me to purchase this fragrance. So let's go check out the main accords. The main accords are vanilla, sweet, powdery, amber, cherry, musk, almond, woody, balsamic. Top notes are cherry, pink pepper, and bergamot. Mid notes are black vanilla husk, heliotrope, orange blossom. Base notes are tonka bean, cashmere wood, white musk, ambroxan, labdanum, and violet. So I already know, like I said, this is not going to be a blind buy. I absolutely adore this fragrance. It is definitely something that's up my alley, probably something I would wear more fall, winter. You guys can tell where I lean mostly for my fragrances. I'm either like super fruity in the summer or like super spicy, heavy cardamom, ginger, yum in the fall, winter. So yeah, you guys, I'm all over the board, but this is something that has been on my list. I've tried and I love it. So I'm going to get it eventually. Now, a fragrance that I would like to actually get my hands on and sniff maybe at Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever I can find this one, because it is a designer fragrance, but it's mostly because I'm a completionist and I want to fit this in with my collection of Marc Jacobs. So there's none other than Marc Jacobs Perfect, but it's in the Eau de Toilette formulation. So a little lighter. Normally not something I would go for, but I have both the Intense and the original Perfect. But what I will say though is I'm not normally a floral fan, but I will do a video shortly to share with you guys some of my favorite florals for a non-floral lover. Marc Jacobs does it to me every time. Literally, I have more of Marc Jacobs fragrances from this particular designer than I have of any other designer. Like, it's crazy, or niche, or celebrity. It's nuts, but I think that they do a really good job. And I think that's probably why they got out of their makeup side of things and stuck with the perfume end of things. So let's go check out the main accords. Main accords are yellow floral, green, soft spicy, and aromatic. Top notes are pink pepper, polygonum. Mid notes are narcissus, and base notes is cedar. So this is a really basic, or at least it looks basic on the screen that I read it from. But again, Shoppers Drug Mart is probably the best place for me to find it, closest to me, and sniff it first. Now, I have been on the hunt to smell it first, but I haven't found it. And I know it came out not that long ago, so I'm really hoping point stays for shoppers. If my fellow Canadians, you guys know, I might, if I really like it, get it on points, something like that. But anyway, this is definitely on my list. more so for the completionist side of me, because you guys know I need to like make it all look nice and pretty and add it to my ever-growing collection. Okay, next up I have a niche house that I have never tried from before, but someone posted on a Facebook page I'm a part of, and I was like, it is all something up in my business. Like, it's everything that I love. Again, there's a theme here. You're gonna see a lot of very similar notes to the fall and winter fragrances that I've already shared with you guys that I need. Like, I need this, like I need a hole in the head. But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, this is by none other than the Scents of Wood in the scent Plum in Cognac. And I'm looking at the screen right now. It's absolutely, the bottle looks like a heart with ventricles and all that stuff. It looks so crazy, but it's the notes that have me so intrigued. And I would actually probably blind buy this because I have that much faith in this one. So let's go check out the main accords. The main accords read fruity, amber, woody, sweet, warm, spicy, balsamic, vanilla, cinnamon, rum, and herbal. Fragrance notes read plum, rum, vanilla, cinnamon, Peru balsam, Haitian vetiver, labdanum, immortelle, and osmanthus. Totally different. There are some fragrance notes here that are standard Kim. Like, I'm not surprised. But this has me so intrigued, and I love the bottle too. I think it's beautiful, but I really, really want to get my hands on this one as well. So yeah, it made the list. The next item I have, I don't know if when it'll come to North America. I believe it's in the Asian market right now. I'm gonna have to look at the screen to pronounce it correctly for you because I'm horrible at this type of thing. But it's from the house Miu Miu, and it's in the scent Fleur de Latte. Now, the bottle looks interesting, kind of bland, kind of, you know, not a big deal, but that's not why you buy the juice. Not normally why you buy the juice. But it's the scent notes, which if I can tell you right now what I would want to smell like in the middle of summer, after telling you all these fall winter scents that I absolutely adore and I've been putting on my list, this is a summer one that I need to have, and I'm really hoping it comes to North America. The main accords read tropical, fruity, coconut, sweet, lactonic, floral, terpenic, and vanilla. Top notes are mango, mid notes are osmanthus, base notes are coconut milk. Need I say more? It's right up my alley. I am such a fruity person when it comes to the summer. I like aquatic and I love fruity. This is something I know a lot of people are really hoping to get. There's a lot of buzz about this from fragrance reviewers here in North America. We're all just waiting with bated breath for this thing to come here. So yeah, if you guys know where we can order them, like I'm in Canada, if you guys know where I can order this and actually have it shipped to me, let me know, because I'd be on that bandwagon like yesterday. All right, next couple are from a house that I actually already have 2 fragrances from. They are a niche brand house from Turkey. This particular scent, it intrigues me because again, it's got a lot of fruity notes in it that I think I'm gonna love. This is by the House of Nishan and the scent Zen or Zane. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, so I apologize if I said it wrong. Main accords read fruity, vanilla, aromatic, green, citrus, woody, powdery, animalic, rose, and amber. Top notes are blackcurrant, rhubarb, and grapefruit. Mid notes, Turkish rose, gardenia, and sandalwood. Base notes are vanilla, ambergris, and musk. This is such an interesting combination of very, very fruity and like a little bit like weighing down that fruit just a little bit with the musk and that ambergris and things like that, like just bringing it down a little bit. This intrigues me so much, and that's why it made this list, because well, I already know I love Nishan as a house, and this one and the next one we're going to talk about are 2 scents that I need to have. And of course, the next one is again from Nishan, the House of Nishan. And if you guys know me, again, you know how much I love tobacco scents and all that fun tobacco, alcoholic smells, fruits. You throw that all together, it's like the perfect combo. Fan Your Flames from Nishan is something I've wanted on my list for some time now. And again, I normally purchase, it's not sponsored, they don't know who I am, fragrancebuy.ca if you're in Canada. No customs. Put your name on the list to be notified if it's no longer in their stock, because they generally do restock a lot of things. This is definitely something that is on my list because of the notes. Main accords read sweet, coconut, tobacco, woody, rum, vanilla, mossy, lactonic, warm, spicy, and earthy. Top notes are coconut and rum. Mid notes are tobacco and tonka bean. and base notes are Chinese cedar and oak moss. Need I say more, you guys? Again, all those scents I was telling you about, how I love those types of tobacco, fruity, a little spicy, a little warmness. So that's why this made the list, and I really do want this one as well. Next up, I actually don't have fragrance notes on Fragrantica for this next one. It's found in the United States at Target stores or Target stores. This one is from the House of Good Chemistry, and this one's called Coffee Cloud. Again, you know, this girl needs it. And I've actually have a friend in the US who has already scoped out this, and I already know I am going to be getting this. I will be purchasing this. But it comes from the US, so that's fun. It's bath oils, right? Yeah. Anyway, I already know that I'm going to love this because my friend and I have very, very similar tastes. We do love the gourmands. We love the sweetness. So I already know I'm going to be getting this. It's just delicious. It sounds wonderful. Also, the next one as well is also sold at Target or Target stores. So they don't have it on Fragrantica, but it is Pear Blossom by Mix Bar. I got was it bourbon vanilla from Mix Bar. Loved it. Again, my friend sent it to me from the US because we don't have Targets up here in Canada. We used to. It lasted like less than a year. What happened there? Sounds like it smells great. My friend has tried it. She didn't quite get on with it in her body chemistry, but for like $20 US, it's a great way to try fragrance. I already know I love that vanilla bourbon one. That was so good. So delicious. So I know I'm going to be getting this one, and I'm looking forward to having it in my hot little hands. And next up, we have a slightly controversial one that we know is coming, and someone leaked it, and there are stolen products apparently out there, and everybody and their mother is trying to sell this product that has not come out yet by KLE for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, well over the price that you can buy it when it actually releases, which based on the color that we're going to go through it, but based on the name, the color of the box, I'm going to say it's going to be in the month of March personally because it's green. This is none other than Yum 33 by KLE. Now the 33 on all of their scents, there's always a number, and that's how many times that they took to concoct this concoction to make it perfect the way they wanted to sell it. So it took 33 times for them to make this, create it, and find out that this is how they want to roll this out to the rest of us, except for those of people who have stolen it from something and trying to sell it online. Pistachio, some rum, just, it sounds so good. Again, so pistachio can go like one of two ways, the nutty pistachio or a really cherry pistachio. So that will be interesting because the cherry in fragrance was totally 2022. 2023, I'm still yet to find out what that fruit or nut will be. It could be pistachio. KLE is quite on trend with, you know, whatever is in. So it could be the pistachio is like the big trend this year, but cherry was the big thing last year. Tom Ford released a bunch of cherry items. There's cherry everything. A lot of influencers created their own perfumes and it had cherry in it. So it must have been like the it fruit. But this one has pistachio and rum and a few other items in it. Of course, I want to get it as soon as it's released, and no, I'm not going to buy anything that's stolen off from the back of someone's truck. Anyway, you guys, that is my list of all the fragrances that I want to get my hands on, my hot little hands, and I want to try them. A lot of them are fall, winter inspired type scents that I like, but there are a couple that are like spring and summer and early fall that I also would love to have. Again, if you do like these types of videos, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And as always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.